tomorrow.
Where is Caillou?
Joe Rogan is asking the big question. Can Khamzat really sprint for 5 rounds? Against a guy who has proven that he can. Survive deep waters? Plus, rumors explode online that McGregor is off of the UFC roster. Dana White calls it complete nonsense. So, let's get into it. We are just one day away from UFC 319 in Chicago, and this card is stacked with some wild fights. But let's be real, all eyes are on the main event. That is where middleweight King Dracus du Plessis will be facing Khamzat Chimaev, the fight that everyone has been waiting for. In the lead up to this fight, there has been constant talk about the risk of someone pulling out. And let's be honest, when people said someone, they mostly meant Khamzat Chimaev. For months, fans and media kept asking the same question. Will Chimaev even make it to fight night? It got so intense that headlines started popping up online like breaking. Sources are telling me Khamzat Chimaev is sick. He even had to put his jacket on during media day after getting the chills. Well, the good news is all that talk was just noise. Both fighters made weight with no problem. Duples came in at 185 pounds, Chimaev at 183, and Boars didn't even need the privacy screen that he had asked for. No more speculation, no more what ifs. 2 elite warriors, 1 title, and a city ready to explode.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, we're good. We're good.
Let me see his face.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Hold on.
UFC 319's main event isn't just another title fight. It is a collision that could change the middleweight division forever. So, now everything is set. Chimaev has no doubt that he's about to take that belt and go home as the first Chechen UFC champion in history. And, according to him, once that happens, Africa is not seeing this belt again.
Africa's never gonna see the belt again.
Don't lie, nobody heard what he just said. Not a single person here heard what this man just said.
Chimaev even made a promise to Dupi during their face-off. Joe is dead tomorrow, but you might have admitted that he's tired of all the media attention, the endless interviews and the constant spotlight. While he was talking about it with Adam Zubarev, someone suddenly clipped a microphone on him for yet another interview. He did not realize that the mic was already on. And in Chechen, he basically said, "I've had enough. I'm fed up."
Jag är lite orolig.
I'm sorry, but I can't put this on the stage.
But despite that, Chimaev clearly looks fresh and far from exhausted. In fact, he seems to be in the best shape of his career. Du Plessis, for his part, says that he wants a prime version of Chimaev in the cage because to beat the best Khamzat, you have to face the best Khamzat. Now he is happy that Chimaev has worked on his cardio ahead of this fight, knowing that this was his weak spot before. That is how guys at this level should act. Du Plessis said, "I want him feeling better than ever because my goal is to beat the very best version of him." Now, everyone's wondering if Du Plessis can survive the first round and if Chimaev will start the fight with his usual all-out crazy pressure. That is the big question heading into UFC 319's main event. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan also wondered if Chimaev can really sprint for 5 full rounds against a guy who has proven that He can handle deep waters.
The confidence to go for it and possibly empty the gas tank and get the finish. And if he doesn't, how fucked is he?
He has no other way. I don't think I think take down and smash. That's what he wants. Right. That's what he makes no,
Yeah, you can't adjust
he's not disguising it.
Yeah, you can't adjust now in the world championship fight. You got to just hit the gas.
I think instinct's going to kick in, and he is.
But why the underdog label? Poirier pointed out that odds makers might see Chimaev's elite wrestling as the X factor. Dupul's recent fights have all been against strikers, meaning that his takedown defense is still a mystery. Poirier joined Stephen A. Smith and Monica McNutt to talk about the upcoming middleweight title fight, saying,
I think the pace he brings from the opening bell, this guy's pedal to the metal, stepping on the gas, trying to finish people. They both have a common opponent, Robert Whittaker, and I think, if you look at the way they both did it, Chimaev was a lot more impressive in the finish. But the style DDP brings, it's a question. It's a mystery. It's fun to watch. Chimaev's built like an aura around him, finishing guys and being this crazy madman that people want to see. And, he's earned his way to the title shot. So to me, it's kind of a coin toss. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Drickus, be honest with me. How do you beat Khamzat Chimaev?
Man, I've got plot armor.
You've got plot armor?
Bro, how do you prepare for me? I don't even know what I'm going to do.
You don't know what you're going to do in the octagon.
It could be DDP by accident, DDP by falling piano. Maybe I draw a hole in the middle of the octagon, he falls through it.
A hole in the middle?
Absolutely. Maybe I blow up my thumb, hit him with it. I can win by a car crash. I'm a large hammer. That will be there. That would be in the corner. Another DDP might just come into the octagon.
Yeah, that could happen.
Everybody says on paper, Khamzat beats me. How do I know? I can't even read.
You can't read?
Nah. But at the end of the day, my friend, it's DDP by...
Fans also caught a funny moment during the press conference when Dana White was clearly trying to get Khamzat Chimaev to stop saying Allahu Akbar.
Where is Caio?
My man, that's how easy it is to get under that guy's skin. Man, he reacted like that because he saw a real man in front of him, a real middleweight, and he's gonna feel it tomorrow night. Just happy to be here and fight someone.
DDP, I've got no idea. The more I watch him, the less I know about him.
It is super interesting, but Tom, how do you see the fight going? Who wins?
I will never, ever think that DDP is going to lose again.
Wow.
I just don't know. He just finds a way to win. Against Khamzat Chimaev, though, someone that I've shared a card with a couple of times in Abu Dhabi, funny enough. Khamzat Chimaev is an absolute beast, man. And if he can get that back control and start that cycle that he does of dragging guys to the ground, going for the submissions, punching them from there, punishing them, tiring them out. So, mate, the answer is, I don't know. That's why we love MMA, though. That's why we love it, because fights like this, they come around every now and again, and you just...
Meanwhile, Khamzat Chimaev recently told the Jackson podcast that he wants to see Ilia Topuria fight Arman Sarukian later this year.
We know you're kind of friends with Ilia, too. And, you're friends with Arman. Do you see them fighting this year?
I hope so. It's a good fight for the both guys. So, fighting is, ask me, it's like, we need to know who is the best fighter in the world. So, both guys is best fighters. So, I will be happy to watch that fight. Yeah, it's a crazy fight. Arman is good moves, like, he has a good kick, good wrestling, and the other guy has a good jiu-jitsu, a good puncher, so it would be cool to watch that fight.
Also, Bobby King Green explained why he pulled out of UFC 319. In a recent Instagram video, Green addressed the fans and said,
I worked so hard to get here, so hard. I went through a lot of bullshit to get here. And back in the days, I've had pullouts, But somewhere along the line, I said, I'm not ever pulling out of a fight. If I gotta limp my ass there, I'll limp into the cage, but I'm never pulling out. This one is a little bit different. I can't even fucking walk, guys. If I had a broken hand, I wouldn't say nothing, I would fight. And so I'm sorry to anybody I let down. I let myself down even more than that. It just sucks to take this stuff, bro. I got things to do. I got people that I look up to me and need me and take care of. And so got the fucking crutches right here to fucking bullshit you not, bro. It is what it is, man. And I'm really sorry, and thank you for everyone that really rides with me. This shit is really appreciated, and I'm really sorry.
Rumors started swirling online that Conor McGregor was no longer on the UFC roster, and the MMA world lit up with speculation. But it didn't take long for the UFC CEO Dana White to shut it all down in his usual blunt style, posting just 2 words: total __. Ariel Helwani also weighed in, confirming there is zero truth to the story. According to him, McGregor remains very much a part of the UFC and nothing has changed regarding his contract or status with the promotion.
Earlier today, a lot of those social media sites that like to post roster updates posted that Conor McGregor was off the UFC roster, had parted ways with the UFC, something like that. Well, I reached out to Conor himself and he confirmed this is not true. He has not parted ways with the UFC. His team also told me he has not parted ways with the UFC. Not sure what that's all about. I think those sites are usually relatively correct for the most part. So I'm not sure what this is all about or why that was posted or if they were hacked, but he confirmed, they confirmed, he even confirmed that he's back in the testing pool, and he said, quote, all systems a go.
Now McGregor has been out of action for a long time, fueling ongoing talk about whether he would ever return. But despite the inactivity and uncertainty around his next fight, it is clear that the UFC isn't done with its biggest star. So for now, fans can put the McGregor is out rumors to rest, at least until the next round of internet drama.
Yeah, this is Forged Irish Stout. Yeah. It's available in Conrad. Yes, Conrad here in Italy. Yeah. So you want to taste?
Yeah, I want to taste.
Premium Irish Stout.
I want to taste, sir.
Now what age are you?
I'm 29.
Show me your ID.
Okay.
Go.
Umar Nurmagomedov clearly took lessons from his last fight with Morab Devilvi to heart. Recently, he posted a video showing himself grinding through intense cardio training at 1,300 m above sea level. For Umar, this isn't just about improving fitness. It's about closing the gap and proving that he can push the same pace for 5 rounds. If this training pays off, we could see a very different Umar Nurmagomedov the next time he shares the octagon with a high-pressure opponent like Morab. And that is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance.